Next, for the move 3, methods move can include information about data, participant, the length of study, location, etc. A lot of information needs to be packed into a small space because the limitation of the words. But you have a lot of things to do. You have a lot of work to do for your paper, right? So one of the difficulty to write down move 3 is you don't have too many spaces. So you need to pack your sentence into a small place, as small as possible. But you will not have all the information, but only important information. Okay. Methods move are more likely to use the past sentence and the passive past sentence. But from your example, I didn't see any of you use the past sentence. All of you, only one of you use past tense, and all of your example use present tense. Okay. Okay, look at this paragraph. Look at this paragraph. Our objective here is to pack this sentence into a small one. But before we start, you need to understand this paragraph. The primary data used consists of approximately 300 memoranda, internal correspondence, and 150 fax messages, external correspondence associated with 4 different Turkish companies selected to present a range of sector size and management style. This is one sentence. It's only one sentence. Okay. Let me help you to understand this first sentence. Okay. Okay. The primary data, the first data they used, the first data, primary means the most important, the first data they used, consists of, they have something. What are in your first data? Approximately about 300 memoranda. This is a memo. You remember memo, right? The note. If you write down some note. So 300 memo data and 115 fax message. You know fax, right? You use a telephone to send your data. So the data they used, there are 300 memo and 115 fax. For this memo is an internal correspondence, internal inside message, from inside. And the 150 is from the external, means from outside. Okay? You know what? Associate, something is related with 4 different, Turkish is a country. Okay? This country's company selected to present a range of sectors, size, and management style. These messages are from these 4 different countries, 4 different companies in Turkish, and those messages are selected to represent, to tell you a range of sector size and management style. This kind of styles, a range of sector size. This message to tell you this information from 4 companies in Turkish. Okay? What kind of messages? External and internal. Internal is a memo and external is the fax. Okay? So this is the information from first sentence. For second sentence, analysis of the primary data this one. For this data, primary data, they try to analyze this one, was supported by interview with executive from these 4 companies. So there is an interview information to support the primary data. Okay, for the second sentence tell you there are another action. There are secondary information to support your primary data. Okay? So those are 50 words, and you are trying to compact that into maybe 20 words. What do you think? Okay, before we start, tell me, what do you think? What are the keywords you need to maintain, not to delete? Tell me. Okay, let me pick up someone. So today, I think they have an internet problem. Do you have an internet problem? No? Only me? Okay, I'll just pick up someone. Okay. Chikai, right? What do you think? Which one? Which keyword is important information you need to keep? Pick up some keywords. Just tell me. For the 4 paragraph. Pick up some words you think you need to keep. If you need to pack this paragraph into a small sentence, small size, but something you need to keep, right? What do you think? What do you think? Which one is the important information? Tell me. Just pick up some words. Which one? Correspondence? Internal correspondence. You want to keep correspondence? It's close, but maybe you can change that. What do you think? Something important. Okay, subject. Which part do you think you need to keep? Yes, right. So I think how about 300 and 150? Is that important as well? Amanda and fax message. Yeah. Those are important data I need to keep. Okay, I think those are also important because they are informations. Something. Okay, E. Anything else? Maybe for the first sentence. E. Do you think Turkish is important? No? How do we know? How do we know it's a company? What kind of company? Turkish, I think it's also important. You need what kind of information? Do you remember 2 weeks ago, we tried to tell you how to evoke abbreviate words. Do you remember that? Yeah, to delete something you don't need, right? This is a very similar thing. If you want to delete, you need to know which one you want to keep. Delete, combine, transform, right? This is very similar for this one. If you write down a move string, there are a lot of methods you are doing in this paragraph. You don't have enough space. So you need to delete something you don't need, you need to transfer, you need to combine. Okay, so very similar. So I think Turkish company is also important. And maybe to represent this one is also important. Not sure, this is my own opinion. Okay, so this is my, okay, I think four is also important. Those are information for me, the new information for me in the first paragraph for the first sentence. Okay, how about the second? Yes, interview is the most important words for the second sentence, right? And how about you? Anything else do you need to keep? What do you think? It's important. Which one? Analysis. Maybe. Analysis. How about your one? Anything else do you want to keep? I think there's one more important word you need to keep for the second sentence. It's support, right? The purpose of this new information is to support the information from the primary data. Okay. Okay, let's look at the three examples, three different answers. Okay. Three different answers, A, B, C. They have different answers, and which one do you prefer? Which one do you prefer? Pick one, A, B, C, and tell me, okay? Okay. Which one do you prefer? Which one they keep the most data, the keywords from your original paragraph? Which one? You like B? How about Yijun? B? You like B? Huh? Matthew. Which one? You like A? Subject. You like C? Yeah, everyone have different. I will pick. I don't know the right answer, but I probably pick C. Do you know why? For A, okay, talk about B. B, there is no information from second sentence, right? For B, only information from the first sentence. And A and C. I think A, they don't have a linkage between the first and the second sentence. The second sentence is to support the primary data, and I can only see the support in the C, right? For my opinion, for A, there are two independent sentences, and for C, it's supported by secondary review. So this is support, and I think C keep the most information from the original paragraph. So I will pick C. Yeah, but maybe you I think A probably okay. Probably okay. But for B, there are something good in the B. B have 300 and 150. They have the number. They have the number for the B. So it depends on which. What do you think is important? I think, yeah, for my opinion. If you want to delete, sometimes you will delete some information. Okay. Okay, so we are in the move number 4, result. Result, talk about result. Do you know that cross? That cross. Do you know that cross in Chinese? No? Do you know that cross? That cross, what does it mean in Chinese? Do you know cross? You don't know? Hao-Chen, that cross, what is that? Huh? No. Yijun, do you know? You don't know? That 子句. Cross means 子句. Okay. So, on average, for average abstract, that cross occur 1.2 times per abstract. So every abstract they has one that cross. Every abstract. This is the average. Okay. So second. So as many as 88% that cross found while used in the described article author's own finding as part 4. Okay. First sentence tells us that every abstract, like very close to every abstract, they have one that cross. And the second sentence tells you that 88% of the that cross happen in the move number 4. So when you write move number 4, maybe you will think about use the that cross. Okay? So we discuss how to use LED cross in move number 4. So, but you don't know what is LED cross. That's a problem. Okay, so what is LED cross? The abstract writer were using this LED cross to give the major detail of their own result. When they use a LED cross, they can give you the major detail. And there are a strong tendency. They try to use an inanimate subject, something like the result, the finding of this study, rather than a human, we or I, in the move number 4. They use this result, the finding of this study. That happened here is something here. Okay. So this is the first example. This research shows that a junior scholar often need help with their abstract. Okay? So this is a that cross. It shows that something here. Okay? That cross. And this one is using an inanimate subject. This research. Okay, so this is an example. Another example. The results offer clear evidence that global warming is reality. Is a reality. Something. Okay, so that counts. But this looks like result. Okay. Okay, and this is an example. I will let you transfer the first question to the LED cross. Okay? Try to transfer this to LED cross because of the internet. Maybe I will find someone to answer this question. And this is an example. The original one is the original sentence. The results offer clear evidence of the reality of global warming. So you change that to the LED cross to the result offer clear evidence that global warming is a reality. Okay? Okay, so this is an example. Then now it's your turn to transfer this to a LED cross. Ian, can you do this? Change this and tell us the answer. Do you want to discuss with Sergeant? Transfer this to that cross. Not yet. Try. Okay, that's one of the answer. I will use different one. For me, I will the analysis indicate that the peak pressure of shock wave on the deformation speed of the overlay is dependent. Yeah, I think your answer is also okay. You use the net cross here, and I use that here. Okay, Ying. Okay, so transfer to that cross. So for the last part, number 5, move number 5, discussion and conclusion. The introduction in the object can function to promote the importance of the topic. The move number 1 and move number 2 is that the purpose of move number 1 and move number 2 is to talk about the importance of the topic. This topic is important from move number 1, move number 2. But while the conclusion can emphasize the significance of the study, move number 5 is talking about this study is important, to emphasize this study is important. Okay? The opening talk about this topic is important, and your result is talking about our result is important. Okay? We are doing good research. Okay? This is your objective for move number 5. Especially in engineering field, there are often greater effort to boost or promote the significance of the result. We are engineer, right? We are in the engineering field. They have a most greater effort to boost and to promote, to say this is the #1 circuit in the world. This finding, this result is the best of the world, the state of the art. So this is what we are doing. Okay. So the most conclusion moves stress the utility or applicability of the report result. Most of the conclusion, they talk about this is useful. This can be applied to other field. This one is very good. Okay. So this is the goal of our conclusion move. Okay. So check your examples. They try to emphasize the significance of the result? Did they stress the utility of the result and stress the applicability of a result? Discuss with your partner and make an example. Okay. Find your example about move number 5. And I think each group give me an example about how to emphasize the significance of the result or utility or applicable. Okay? Number 5. Each group give me an example and tell everybody that this is true about move number 5. Emphasize means 强调。Emphasize, enforce. Significant means important. They say it is important, very, very important. And utility, they stress the utility of the result. They tell you that this can be used. This is useful. And for this one, applicability, they can apply to many situation. Maybe your answer maybe it's not correct. I checked, but too many sentences, so I didn't point out all of them. Is there any of your example? They have the word state of the art, no? State of the art, 世界纪录, no? Yeah, we always write down this if you have a very good circuit, the best. Just give me one example of each group. A result that emphasize the significance. No? Huh? Yeah, I think your last sentence looks like that. The implementing means its utility and applicability, right? Okay. Can you pass that in a discussion of the Zubio and other people can read? Good agreement is observed between the major and this is just good. I think this is very humble. Additionally, the evaluated result depicted that the fabricated and illustrated low insertion loss and again and that is it achieved both antenna mismatch. I think it's just very humble, not emphasize the significance. Nobody else. The design branch coupler use not very, it's not emphasized. just comment. How about you? I just read your answer. Show me the author's knowledge. Oh yeah. This one is a good example. To the author's knowledge, the proposed output phase PA is the first implemented multi-level PA that uses quarter wave line without multiple power supply. So this is a very good example. This is the first PA use this method. Okay, I think this is a very good example. How about yours? No? No? Okay. How about you? No? This paper provide comprehensive. Yeah, I think this is also a good example. This paper provide an inclusive and comprehensive analysis of recent development in door toward 5th generation, the 5th generation. This one I prepare the most very comprehensive result of everything. This is also emphasize the significance. Okay, this is a good example as well. Okay, yeah, you guys too. Both of you have very good example. Any other example? No. Okay, so homework, the last assignment, last homework is like the final exam. Make your own object and apply the previous activity, all of the activities. And you need to provide also details. So after write down the object, you need to put the information about which activity, which from my, I have some PowerPoint, right? I put a PowerPoint in the Dropbox, and you will check, write down your object, and write down the details on it. Okay. So at this, I think the most safe way is to have at least 5 moves, and put the details of all the 5 moves. And the due day is next week. Send this to me, and I also need a Turn-in report. Do anyone know Turn-in report? Yeah. Because if you don't do that, you can just copy your object and pass to me. It's too easy. So you need to write down your own object and compare to, I want to know the difference between your object, between your assignment and others' article. And the grades will be strongly dependent on your performance of this assignment. Okay? So that's it. And I will give you a final score.